Winning here comes only with dust and ruin. This was the day Iraqi special forces were meant to take back the symbolic al-Nuri Mosque of Mosul's old city. But it ended up the day their leaders declared victory, while they were still bitterly fighting. Just literally to the side of the mosque is where ISIS have been. The aim was to encircle the sacred minaret ISIS themselves destroyed. Yet, they've lost so many to ISIS, they moved carefully against an enemy, even with high-tech help they rarely see. When an ISIS fighter is spotted, the artillery rains down throughout the day. There's political impatience for this fight to be over in the afternoon. News reports cited Iraqi officials elsewhere as saying the mosque had been retaken. A bizarre scene, given how lethally, painstakingly they were advancing. Huge political stakes here for Iraq, yet this fight is spearheaded by a few dozen men and 2 bulldozers. They borrow a drone. Theirs have been shot down. Well, ISIS have been relatively quiet during the day, but it seems a drone put up in the sky to work out more about their defensive positions sent some incoming rounds towards us here. More gunfire exchanges, and as they grind slowly towards the edge of the mosque, more Iraqi officials announce they have retaken it. But that's just politics, and here is the ghastly reality. Civilians held as human shields by ISIS, risking death to flee from its certainty. They are held back, feared as possible suicide bombers. But the agony becomes too much. There is nothing really to say when hell is behind you and just dust before you. We've been shelled in the rubble, he says. The injured piggybacked out. Fear so strong, it led this woman to walk out with pins in her leg to get her family out. A mortar landed on their home. It's the only word little Tuka can say. There's been no liquids for days. My little ones were dying of hunger. We didn't see anybody, no ISIS, only the military. This day, perhaps prematurely, Iraq declared ISIS vanquished, yet their 3 years have likely consumed all of hers. And the ruins from which she fled and in which ISIS lie will take more than declarations of victory to rebuild. Nick Payton Walsh, CNN, Mosul, Iraq.